to me, it seems maybe all a hub and spoke kind of a model with the journalism at the center, and you've got things like lobbyists on one side, entertainment over here, propaganda and advocacy on other sides. So what could a young journalist who maybe might get swept up in some of these types of narratives and agenda, how can they see the wood from the trees and present objective journalism that maybe, okay, it might incorporate some of their bias, fine, but it does present, let's say, other perspectives that have genuine relevance to the story?
If someone feels comfortable with being someone's bitch, they should honestly reconsider their career. And people need to just get it together. And I see this, but of course, when you are a young journalist and you meet all these big important people, they are extremely intimidating. And also, you don't know. You don't know loads of things. You get bullshitted a lot. My first real journalistic job was financial. And I knew nothing about finance. The amount of bullshit I've been told. I come back to the newsroom. I was like, oh, so-and-so said it's really good to invest in multiple B. Yes, of course, because he's a manager for that fund. So of course he's going to say it's bad. And do you see what I mean? And it didn't challenge him because I had no idea. I thought I had a scoop, right? Mm-hmm. And you can't replace experience. And that's the worst thing, because you want to know, you want to be competent, you want to tell those useful stories. But you are inexperienced when you start. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not stupid. You lack experience. So I think one thing would be just to collaborate, I think, more in the newsrooms, and just, even newsrooms are now very fragmented. Obviously, pandemic didn't do, anyone any favors, but there is massive rise in freelancing, and freelancers they're generally a bit more experienced than sort of, green journalists, but journalism to work together, there is value in experience. There is value in someone says, yeah, well, I heard this 15 years ago. And you're like, oh, what do you mean? This, right? And, if we want to produce sensible information, we first need to get it. And when you are starting out, you might know loads of things, but also you will not know loads of things that people who are much older than you know. And that's just the fact of it.
Not only the information also, but the game as well, a little bit.
Absolutely. So, even something like, say, we were talking about the climate, but also politics. You will meet people who will say, these sources you can trust, these sources you cannot trust. Speak to this person, they're generally honest, build up your knowledge, read these books, read these studies, scrutinize these things. And obviously, that's why we have editors for when you can read through the copy and spot this stuff. But I think getting some pride back, that would be really important, because now loads of young people entering the industry are really depressed. All they're hearing is everyone paid journalists, no one trusts them, no one wants to pay for the news. It's all on TikTok. Media is dying, and then they feel they are entering a failing industry that is not going to pay them, that is not going to respect them, where potentially they get attacked. If they are from any minority, that's even worse, because if ever they make it, they will be suspected of being token higher. If they don't make it, well, of course they didn't, because we all know that women and Black people and minority of any kind are no good in journalism. You just don't know. You just can't win, basically. Mm. And I think the restoring some, like the good job, and have that notion of what job well done is. I think we need to kind of go back to basic. And it doesn't matter if something is a TikTok video or, an hour-long YouTube documentary. And I think people are getting very hung up on the format and think less about the message. But even if in TikTok video, you can say something along the lines of, this is not the whole story, but this is a top line. I think it takes a lot of courage, because loads of, recently we've been talking about mental health.
Yeah.
And just how, say something like narcissism. If I don't know how many TikTok videos are like, oh, are you a narcissist? Oh, I'm a narcissist. But it's a trauma-induced mental health problem. It's not like,
narcissist.
Okay, it's not like, oh, I really liked what I know. Is that how, my makeup today, I'm a narcissist or whatever. Just the oversimplification of news and the entertainment value of the news. I think, if people do stuff for entertainment, then it's fine. If that's their job. But I think journalists need to take a step back and really go back to basics, really.